Okay, so a Stephen King adaptation by Mike Flanagan. Sign me up. I love Mike Flanagan, love Stephen King. So them together, I feel like this is going to be really good. I feel like Mike Flanagan is obviously a Stephen King fanboy himself because Gerard's Game and just things I've seen him say, he just seems to really like King's work and that shows. And when it comes to Carrie itself, I'm pretty sure that was King's first book that he ever wrote. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the book that started it all. And I've got to say, I know this is a very unpopular opinion, but this is one of those rare times where I actually preferred the remake. I didn't mind the Carrie remake. I feel like it was at least on par with the original. Stephen King adaptations are notoriously hit and miss. For every good one, there's probably a few more stinkers, but when they're good, they're really good. 1408, the It movies. There's a series not a lot of people know about. It's free on YouTube right now. Thank me later. Rose Red. So Stephen King wrote the screenplay for that. It's sort of like The Haunting of Hill House. I think it was inspired by the novel The Haunting of Hill House, whatever, the original novel by Shirley Jackson. So King drew inspiration for that. And then later on, Mike Flanagan did The Haunting of Hill House TV show. So yeah, lots of overlapping interests there. You can tell they're both sort of the same mindset. They have very similar interests there. And The Haunting of Hill House, such a good TV show. Season 2 wasn't as good, but still, I would have really liked to see it season 3. I think Mike Flanagan is just really, really talented. What was the other show? The Fall of the House of Usher was also really good. Like, I'm going to be honest, me and him are very different politically and in other ways. Like, he's very interested in faith. It's something that's interwoven in almost everything that he does, but he represents it from a viewpoint that is largely negative. And as a Christian, I would really like it if he could show some nuance. Like, yes, there is corrupt Christians, no doubt, but to show the positive flip side, which I've never really seen. Well, there was one character that wasn't completely shown as corrupt in The Haunting of Hill House, Mrs. Hill and Mr. Hill, I guess you could say them. But yeah, he really likes to explore those topics, and Carrie obviously has those topics very heavily interwoven into the story. So we'll see how he handles that, and his upcoming Exorcist movie. That will be interesting to see how he handles that one. So anyway, look, I'm excited. I feel like I can separate the things I don't like and just take it at face value because he is still someone who can tell a really interesting story. I think he is so good at the dialogue, especially. So yeah, let's go check out the trailer.
I want to know why. All I ever wanted was to go to school. I never did anything to you. You put in all this effort to make it look like you were my friend. So why not just do that?
So it's going to be online bullying, cyberbullying this time around.
I know things aren't easy for you either. They're not easy for any of us. And the worst part is that I really could have been your friend.
Okay, I really like some of the choices they made with the camera work. Like, she's walking in her normal school clothes and then it transitions to her in her prom dress, and the town on fire, that looks really good. So yeah, I'm excited. It's hard to tell too much, with only a minute trailer, but I'm happy with what I've seen, and I feel like it taking that step into the direction of it being online bullying is so relatable to today's teenagers. So yeah, I think that was a good choice to update a classic story in that way. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think down below. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all of that YouTube stuff. Otherwise, I'll see you in another video.